You know, we want to settle things the right way. The right way. Lots of people depending on us. To settle things the right way. There's a lot of bad blood out there. A lot of people settling things the wrong way. That's not how we do things. You and I. Now, I do need you to come clean. That's right. Because I have heard through the grapevine that we've been doing things a little differently than we agreed. I have got a very large room behind me. Right. Very, very large room. Filled with money. You know that. Now, this money behind me goes to my closest associates, you being one of them. But there's certain criteria that needs to be agreed upon. You and I know that. A pact. But through the grapevine I've been apprised of some questionable behavior. Right? What kind of behavior is that? Yeah, well, I thought you'd be a little bit more contrite. What behavior have you heard about? Something about cats. Are you skinning cats, Ray? Out in a back alleyway. And then I hear that you're recording their howling screams and sending that to people. Are you doing that, Ray? Maybe it's not gonna cut it, Ray. You and me have a deal. Now, we may not be the most upstanding individuals in our community, but you and me have to be upstanding with each other. So if I hear about you and cats, that concerns me, Ray. Do we see eye to eye, Ray? Or do we need to talk about this some more? Well, howdy doody. Look who's on his high horse. It's not gonna cut it with me. See, I know you've got a big room of money back there, Max. But I've got a big room of money back here. And while you may assume that you're my superior, Max, you're not. At all. And what's more, Max, hear you've got a thing for dogs. Oh, is that right? Well, what have you heard, Ray? I'll tell you what I heard, Max. That you like to skin dogs alive and get them barking and moaning, and then you send that voice recording to people. Huh. Is that what you heard, Ray? That's what I heard, Max. So, looks like we're here in a Mexican standoff. You thought you had the moral high ground on me, Max. Turns out I got the moral high ground on you. Oh yeah, you got the moral high ground on me. Well, let me tell you something, Ray. Cats are not better than dogs. Cats are not more valuable than dogs. You may be a cat person, but that doesn't have any standing with a dog person. Now, seeing as we both got a bank vault behind us, and that means lots of clout in this town, we can get into a bidding war. You and me. But Ray, let me tell you something. Do we really want to spend our money on this? Well, Max, we've known each other a long time. Long time. We've always known about our partiality for our respective animals. I like dogs. Right? You like cats, so you seem to have a problem with me skinning cats, and I seem to have a problem with you skinning dogs. But the truth of the matter is this. I think we've both been victims here of a vicious propaganda campaign. Because as much as I like dogs, Max, as much as you like cats, I don't think what they say about us is true. And I think that there's some divide and conquer strategy out there, turning us against one another, so that we'll fight one another. And I don't want that. That's not good for us. So Max, what I'm gonna tell you is you need to forget the things that you've heard about me. And think of me, Ray, as you've always thought of me, as a man of my word and a man of integrity. I'll always be by your side. I never skin cats. This is not my thing. I like to instill fear in the right people for the right reasons, but that's beneath me, yeah. That's really beneath me, Max. Ray, we've had conversations like this before. that never end well, and I think that you've stooped a little low by counterattacking me, by accusing me of skinning dogs when I held you accountable for skinning cats, and now you tell me that we are both victims of a propaganda campaign. Now we can use our vaults of money behind us to continue our empire together. Or we can use our money to seek out and destroy these people who have cast aspersions on our good name. I hear you, Max. And as your twin brother, I always think you speak the truth. So I was saddened when I heard this rumor. I thought to myself, what's gotten into my brother? Has Max lost his mind? And now I see you have your sense about you. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate you. And I know that a lot of distance has come between us. A lot of issues have come between us. But we still have our connection. How do we go forward? Knowing what we know. Well, I must say that I'm humbled that if that kind of campaign could become between brothers, the world is in a piteous state, don't you think, Max? I do, Ray. And then maybe we should bind our forces together and change this world for the better. Maybe use our respective vaults of cash for something other than augmenting our empires. What do you say to that, Max? Ray? Max? Ray? Max? Ray! That's a brilliant idea. Thank you, Max. But I don't know what we'll do. We're steeped in corruption. Max, it's all a matter of perspective. You know that. Yes, Ray, I do. And Max, think of it this way. When we come clean, we will be pardoned. How can you be so sure, Ray? We'll bribe them. We'll bribe them, Max. I don't think that's gonna be wise, Ray. I don't think that's wise. You can't bribe your way back into people's good graces. We'll have to strong-arm them to get them to think we're good. Put them under the fury of the fist. Max, that's too much. But Ray, that's what we know. We're thugs. Thug life. Maybe we use our money, Max, to hire some consultants to clean and whitewash our image. Well, that's not such a bad idea, right? Not such a bad idea at all. How do we find these people? How do we find consultants who can whitewash our image, make us look good? Well, Max, the elites do it all the time. How do they do it? They start philanthropies, philanthropic enterprises, right? Like Bill Gates. Right, right. Max, Ray, Max, listen to me. What do we want to do? With our money for a philanthropic enterprise, you know? Because I'm thinking, Max, that I don't know if there's anything good for us to do on this planet. I can't think of anything. Well, Ray, it's because you're not used to thinking about good things. You're used to thinking about bad things. And that's why we don't trust each other, even though we're blood. We're just thinking about bad things all the time, so we gotta think about good things. Okay, Ray? Max, I know that you're older than me by a few minutes. Yeah, I'm older than you by 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Yeah. That's why sometimes I get us mixed up, because I look in the mirror and I don't know whether I'm Max or Ray. I just know I've got a job to do. That happens to me too. I often lose sight of who I am, if you know what I mean. I absolutely know what you mean, Max and Ray. I'm Max. Thank you, Ray. Max! I'm Max. You're Ray. Yes, okay. What was I gonna say? Well, I'll tell you what I was gonna say, Ray. Sometimes I have to look in my wallet to find out who I am. I look at my driver's license and then I wonder, did Ray just switch up my driver's license? I haven't looked in your wallet, man. It's been a long time since I looked in your wallet. Okay, Ray, I trust you, but that doesn't solve our issue here. As the older brother, by 2 minutes and 45 seconds, I have to take the lead here. And I have to find a venture, an enterprise that will clear our name with the authorities, with the law enforcement. Right? So what I suggest is that we don't need any consultants. What we need is just to find out something that we both believe in. And if we can do that, we can convince people that we're good. But Max, I want to be good. I want to step away from this lifestyle. You know, when I go out to the restaurant and I look around, you know, I look around. Yeah, you told me that, Ray. No, Max, but listen to me. I look around. Yeah, Max. I look around and people are looking at me funny. Yeah, they do that to me too, Ray. Max, I don't like it. It's like they're all afraid of me. Like I'm gonna skin their cat or something. I thought we left that behind, right? Yeah, I'm just telling you, that's the way the people look at me, is that they got that in their eyes. They got that energy like I'm a bad guy. And I don't want to be a bad guy no more. I want to be a good guy. Max, I want to be a good guy, you know? I want people to look at me and feel a sense of respect. They feel honor from me, Max. I want them to look at me and say, that's a man, that's a man. I don't want them to look at me like I'm gonna hurt him, kill him, take the cat. You know, things like that. Ray, as your older brother by 2 minutes and 45 seconds, I gotta tell you something. I feel the same. I can't stand it when people look at me that way. And it breaks my heart to know they're looking at my younger brother like that. Oh, shit, Max. You don't start crying or I'm gonna start crying too. You know how we are. We start to cry together when we're feeling it. You know? I can't even believe that Mom dropped us off at that orphanage. And Dad, I never met the man. I don't know if you met the man, have you, Max? I never met Dad. Ray. I just know that I felt a big hole in my heart for a long time, and that's why we went to crime. I want to bust out, I want to be good, so it's a lot of work. Just keep it together. I know how you feel, Max. It's eating me up inside. It's been eating me up inside for a long time, brother. We gotta hold it together, Max. If we're gonna change the world. You and me, my brother. I wanna follow you anywhere, Max. We done broke the law together, but now we're gonna reform society together. You and me, man. People look into our closets and want to find skeletons. It's okay, we got this. We got this, Max. We got this. Now I'm gonna talk to my people, alright? You talk to your people and we tell them about the money in the vault, right? We're gonna put that money to good usage, okay? Max. I say we burn that shit and burn it and start fresh, start new. I can't do that, right? We gotta use that money for good. It's blood money. We know it's blood money. You burn that money, though, those people that suffered because we have that money, they suffered in vain. Gotta use that money. Max, I gotta go and disagree with you. I don't know what you're gonna do with your money, but it couldn't burn my money. Right. As your older brother by 2 minutes and 45 seconds, I can strongly disagree with you and urge you enough not to burn that money. I got it, Max. I got it. That is unclean money. I can't go out there and do good in the world when I get all that money for all those bad reasons. Ray, that is $100 million you're talking about. Oh no, Max. That is $100 million. I know, Max. And I know that's what you got in your vault. As your older brother by 2 minutes and 45 seconds, I cannot urge you enough not to burn that money. You're not gonna do anybody any good, and it's not gonna clean your conscience. Nothing. I can't live with it. Right? You burn that money, and I will come after you. you any good. If I come after you, I won't let up, and I will have $100 million to come after you with. You see, you ain't learned nothing, Max. You ain't learned nothing. You see how you doing this? I tell you, I want us to make a fresh start. I tell you, I want to be good. I want to turn over a new leaf, Max, and you won't let me, and then you extort me. You tell me that I gotta be good on your terms. I gotta keep that blood money. Right? You need to accept your past. You don't get better. And you don't get good. And you don't get pure by denying your past and burning your cash. Now I'm gonna have my men talk to your men and tell them to stand down and to go home. And my men are gonna take over that money. It's not gonna be about me, little brother. It is not going to be about me. It's gonna be about us using our combined finances to make the world a better place. $200 million. Besides, you need to look at this very clearly, Ray. If I'm using $100 million to make the world a better place and you think that's blood money, you're not going to be on the same page with me. And we're always going to be at odds. And then we're going to succumb to these propaganda campaigns where people are telling us, oh, your little brother Ray's skinning cats. Oh, your older brother Max, he's skinning dogs. And they're going to try to get between us. And you know why they do that. You know exactly why they do that. They want our money. They want to divide and conquer us. These are people who don't care. They know that we're criminals. They know that we got goodness in us, and they want to just split it. Cut it down. But you and me, we bond together, and we do something with our goodness. Oh, we change society. We've been in a bad situation our whole lives, ever since Mom dumped us. Dad was never there. So we can't be hardly expected to do the right thing, Ray. But now here we are, 50s, knowing that the time is up. We accumulated $100 million. Uppies. 30 years. 30 years. You just want to throw that away, Ray? You want to throw that away? What has happened to you? What's gotten into your mind? Use that money. For good. For good. Don't get your conscience all up in arms and uppity. It'll do you no good. Max, I know you're talking sense. I know you're talking sense, but if we don't do the right thing, how is our conscience gonna get off on the right foot? How are we gonna know what to do going forward if we're doing the wrong thing starting out? You ever thought about that, Max? I have, Ray. Through this whole conversation, I have. Before this conversation I have, I'm getting tired of thinking about it, Ray. We live in the real world. You and I get rid of that 200 million, and we want to make the world a better place. On what? Nickels, dimes, pennies? That's not the way, Ray. You gotta listen to your older brother on this. Because I got wisdom that far exceeds your wisdom. You need to trust that your older brother knows best. I don't think so, Max. Because I've grown a conscience. And I'm looking at you. And I'm thinking you haven't grown a conscience. And that no matter how much money you have, you ain't ever gonna get one.